Yo, welcome back to Genshin Impact. In the last episode, we continued with the main Archon quest in Fontaine, and now I'm definitely not just recording so I can play co-op with my friend to DM me in-game. But, we still need to figure out what exactly happened, cause, okay, now the game is telling me where to go. Why is that happening now? Why did I not see this before? Guess I need to talk to these people to get Linny out of jail.
But no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
Ah, damn it.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Linny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case.
So basically, we are in a Danganronpa trial right now.
Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection.
Oh, this could be helpful.
So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure?
Oh yeah, also Paimon looks silly right now. Forgot about it.
Because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post. And I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
I guess.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
Maybe she escaped like from underneath the floor or something like that. Like if there was a trick to like switch from like one like elevator or whatever that thing was, like Linny performed his trick and like from one box to the other box. If there was like a secret pathway like under the floor, then maybe the girl escaped from there as well.
Alright, thank you for your help. This will be useful info.
He needs to reveal his tricks for real, otherwise he's going to jail for doing too much magic. Entrances and exits to the opera. I literally feel like I'm playing Danganronpa. Why are you doing this to me? No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. Maybe she disguised herself. Maybe she's a skinwalker. Who knows? Anything could be possible, really. Okay.
Checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we?
Can I go for the— oh!
Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Did not expect this door to open. But before we do anything at all, I have some prime gems I would like to throw into the void. By that I mean I'm never gonna pull a 5-star. I'm literally cursed right now, as in will never get a 5-star. It would be kinda cool to have a Hydro DPS. Would be kinda cool, but also I'm already running out of pulls. Why is my luck like that? I should have such a high pity. Such a high pity for real. Oh boy. These things ain't fun. Also, where's— oh, Linny was supposed to be here? Yes. Okay.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Also, all these NPCs with these blue uniforms in Fontaine, every time I see them, I just have to think of like, what are they called? Charlotte and Caroline from Persona 4.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You literally could though.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
Here's me doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
I don't know, some goth chick I found somewhere in the lobby.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
I like her. She's fun.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and will be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Ah, I knew there was something below the stage. Or they're just heading to some other area.
Huh? Below stage?
I knew it,
Yes,
of course.
a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick.
I knew she probably, like, escaped through there.
But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
I don't know, show me! I can see if I can figure something out. The way it's positioned,
I'm not
maybe?
trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
That was just to cover up the secret, I guess.
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Yeah, the back of the door is... I knew it looked fishy. So maybe, like, if you go through the back of the door, then you can, like, escape from underneath the floorboards.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
It just looks weird.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
You mean there's not a box inside this one?
Exactly. Alright, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Ooh, we're going behind the scenes, interesting.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew it, and this passage linked the two boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place.
You have disappointed me. You're not a real magician. Oh my god.
The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley?
Actually, such a lame trick. Actually, for real.
The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
Ah, I see.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
What about your side of the trick? Also, wouldn't there be like I know we heard a sound, which was like probably the girl escaping, or like someone like messing with the thing above with the water tank. But like, wouldn't you hear a noise from like going under the floor and like the box dropping off or something?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Okay, that was interesting, yeah.
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect.
Oh, come on.
My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Mezzanine? Oh my god, that's my favorite album by Psych Attack. I still don't know what that means though.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
Mass Attack, not Psych Attack, but they do have a song called Psych Circus, so that's why I mixed it up.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who.
Oh my god, okay, that's interesting then.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this. Yeah, that's actually funny.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
But that still doesn't explain why the other guy was in the box if Lynette was actually like in the box shortly and then descended low, like under the floor. Why was the other guy, the helper's guy, in the box then, who got crushed to death?
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime.
I actually miss Danganronpa now. This is what this game is doing to me. Oh my god, that's insane.
Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Wish there was another Danganronpa game, which I don't know how it ends yet.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Actually, it'd be fun to see if I could solve the trials by myself. Okay, the magic trick. Linny gave a detailed amount of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Linny himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of an onstage interactions. Onstage magic box structure. The magic box onstage has an additional layer to its rear, in which Lynette and Linny's clothes remain hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Linny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side. Audience side magic box structure. The magic box at the center of the audience stand has 2 layers, and beneath it is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience noticing. Then it's obvious that she should have escaped from underneath here, so why aren't we looking for more clues? I guess that's what we're about to do now. Examine control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. Is there anything else around here? Investigate. That was an anchor, yeah.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends
You
here.
didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Maybe she used it to like get out of the box early.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Dropped hook rope. A rope that has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of this rope. Its use is unclear. Oh, I wish Kyoko Kirigiri was with me right now.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Either the waste was full of water or someone was using a hydrovision.
Oh, Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear? And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Maybe then the girl hit the vase while trying to... Wait, no, it wasn't the girl's doing. She was kidnapped is what we were thinking. Why did I think that she was the evil one all along? Huh.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Whoever is behind all this had to know about how the trick works beforehand. I don't know if Linny has any other assistants who are like in on this, but they were the only one who could have known like, okay, the person in the box is descending through here, you know? Broken flower vase. There are many pieces of a broken flower vase on one side of the tunnel. All the water within that has been spilled. Judging from the distance, it seems unlikely that it was knocked over by the trolley meant to transport the magic box. Sorry, I was wrong about the whole thing with like talking about the girl investigating clothes. Oh, there's a dress.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right?
Oh,
Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
I didn't mention the guest having about this is.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Paimon's glasses have changed, right? Okay. Oh, this gets weirder.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
Young lady's clothes. The clothes belonging to Halsey. Oh yeah, Halsey, the singer. The lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Oh! Wait! Wait! Could she be the person named Molly who was interviewing Linny earlier and she dressed up as one of the guards maybe? She dressed up as someone else and that's how she got through the exit where the Melusine was like patrolling and be like, okay, only people we know who are like administered to go through there can leave the building. But what if she changed her outfit to look like one of the working staff? And that's how she got out. Examine tracks again. High precision is required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. I've already read that. Okay, okay. There's more outfits here. Examine storage boxes. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? Examine tracks, I've done that. What am I missing? What am I missing? I must be missing something somewhere. Examine trolley. The trolley is crucial for transporting the magic box to the other side. The culprit must have used this to execute their plan. Okay. Investigate. Ah, here we go.
What is this place?
Looks like a vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Why do I think like the... I don't know, but my fear is like that the girl has been working with the culprit and they just did this. Like, she vanished on her own, but they did this to frame Linny. Like, she's actually part of the person who's, like, responsible for the other girls disappearing, and they were just trying to frame him, you know, and that's how they used this opportunity. Other than those that go through the magic boxes. Linny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Tunnel vent. The tunnel vent looks like it could allow one-person passage. Barely, but leaving along with the missing lady seems as unrealistic prospect. She wasn't kidnapped, she went on her own, is what I'm saying. And I have a feeling that this is gonna be right.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Okay.
Yes. Let's head back up.
We didn't really learn anything though. Return to the surface. Why do I have to... Can I ride the trolley? Can I ride the trolley? Go! E. Okay, but that's where we came from. Okay, so I didn't miss anything. Examine ladder. Huh. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above. That wasn't very useful. Let's go. Examine control board. I'm just assuming we already did that.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Hey there.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then! You know, like the kind you usually see in
It
novels!
seems so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Well...
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
Oratrice will too?
That's right. This is how Indemnitium is produced.
Who's the Oratrice? I don't know. I forgot.
The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
Okay, so the Oratrice is actually a machine. Is it that one giant ball in the middle of the Fontaine City? Or is it like one of those dancing robots? I don't know.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Ah, damn.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Hi, man.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Everyone, please come with me. Okay, okay.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yeah, why not? Emergency food.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
Why are we doing this right now? I didn't pay attention.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spino Di Russo. I still don't know who that is. Navia methodically handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macarons out of the oven in short time.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling.
I honestly don't get the hype behind macarons. I tried them once and I didn't like them.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's not quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks.
Oh, she's like, I'm not like other girls. I eat, I make food.
Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
There was way more there, okay?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
Alrighty. Alrighty, matey.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines.
Is she a Hydro user or what's her vision? I didn't see.
The magician twins could have committed the crimes,
Oh,
of
Geo.
course, but they lack any logical motive.
She looks like she would be a Geopole arm user. Or a sword user.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists. Yeah, I've been saying.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
She had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked. What if she did though?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it
Yeah,
off.
but what if she did?
Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search?
Are we sure that that person is Cowl? Maybe that's the girl actually disguised as Cowl, and Cowl was like wearing a wig and her dress running around. I don't know.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
Now's not the time.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Oh, I thought it was 3 for all of us, like 1 for Navia, 1 for me, and 1 for Paimon.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
So everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you?
Don't tell me someone is actually wearing an invisibility cloak like from Harry Potter and just ate those macarons. And that's how she escaped.
If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Yeah, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Navia does a second round of baking over the 2 missing macarons. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much progress.
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area.
Why did we just do that? Why was that important?
I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help, and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of a third person being involved. Neither Cobble nor Halsey had a motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of a third person being involved seems very low too. Yeah, huh. Maybe it was Farina's.
It's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Actually, there's another event which I wanna look into real quick, because it's supposed to give me Primogems, and we love Primogems, man. What? Higher? Huh? Why can't I leave the building? Let me out. Where? Oh damn, that's Leo. Where am I supposed to go? Help me. Where is it? It's here. Can I leave? Okay, no. Guys, I'll be making a cut for time travel, I guess. Why is this going on? I just want to take part in the event. I thought I was locking myself up. Making a little cut here.